Hello everybody, I'm Matthew, also known as SamuraiHex, and welcome back to another episode of Tactical Masterclass, the Journeyman, Road to Glory and Tactics Testing series with me, Matthew, and our manager, the North Korean Dunderhead, Nitwit. So, we've just done the season the I think 5th season, and we got promoted in 3rd place out of League 2 up to League 1 for the first time since Journeyman and Redbridge were last there in like 2011 or something like that. Teams going up with us were Bristol Rovers, Chesterfield and Tranmere. Teams going down Northampton and Grimsby. And yeah, hopefully a new tactic can be good. And this is the tactic we're going to be using. It's going to be Glasner, or the Great Glasner as it is called, which is a tactic by Josh DALY once again. And yeah, it is a 5 at the back. Well, technically 7 at the back. 3 centre backs in defence, 3 centre backs, 1 sweeper keeper, 2 wing backs on attack, 2 DMs, 1 ball wing midfielder on defence, 1 defensive midfielder on support, 2 attacking midfielders on attack, and then pressing forward on attack. Positive mentality, fairly narrow attacking width, passion to space, overlap left and right, play out defence, slightly shorter directness, passing directness, higher tempo, counter press, counter, distribute centre backs, take short kicks, and yeah, higher defensive line, high press, and we get stuck in on the tackling and much more often on the trigger press. So a very physical tactic. Hopefully this will do us good this year. If you want to know the tactic for Uruguay, which of course we still manage Uruguay, it's going to be the ultimate counter, which was the one we used last year with Journeyman and Redbridge. So yeah, hopefully we can win another promotion, or maybe even do well in the Copa America, which is coming up. So I forgot to say, last 2 games for Uruguay, because I never showed you them, it was a draw versus Venezuela and a win against Brazil. But yeah, now we have the Copa America coming up this summer. Got games against Paraguay, Canada and Ecuador, and friendly against Greece. Hopefully we can qualify out of that group, and maybe even qualify even higher, who knows. So let's first go off with the Copa America. So we won the 2 friendlies against Greece and Jamaica, because we had another one with Jamaica. And then beat Paraguay, emphatic 5-1 victory. And then we lost because of a red card to Canada. And then we lost because of a red card to Ecuador. And we were knocked out of Copa America in the group stages. Colombia ended up winning it this year round. But yeah, poor showing by Uruguay, and if it weren't for me having become unsackable, otherwise the whole point of the save would be wrong. Would be weird if I kept getting sacked when I'm showing off tactics. We would have been sacked, but we haven't because I've become unsackable, so thank God for cheats, eh everybody? But yeah, not very good at all. If we quickly look at the transfers for Journeyman and Redbridge though, so only 2 players were left on freeze. That was Jamal Blackman, who was our 4th choice goalkeeper in the end, and William Sullivan, who was a young player who would probably never get good enough. And then people that was sold. So towards the end of last season we let Malaki Gordon go out on loan. And towards the start of the season, we brought in Prince Chempong as our new left back from Middlesbrough. Then at the start of the season, Victor Bolkier was let go on loan to Ebbsfleet. We sold Udoka Godwin Malifi to Wrexham. I didn't want to sell him, but he was going to get unhappy if I didn't accept it. So we managed to up it to 180,000 with like an extra 30,000 if he plays like 1 or 10 or 20 games, which I always like doing. So yeah, he's going to Wrexham. He's gone to Wrexham, I mean. Tim Whittaker was also loaned out. Sean Chambers was also loaned out, and Liam Day was also loaned out. Then people that joined So Callum Mackley joins us from Brighton as our new centre back. Ezra Carrington comes in as our right back. You might remember him being on loan with us last year and doing quite well. So he's joined us permanently and stepped up to League One now. Hakeem Odafin also joins us on a free transfer from Rotherham. Ollie Eagle joins us on another free transfer from Bournemouth. Then Jason McKeown, who we always seem to go for this guy. He's been on loan with us in the National League and League 2. Both times he's done really well, and he's coming on loan from Coventry once again, where he will be a striker, even though it's kind of a different role than what he would actually been agreed to, so he might actually get unhappy and leave. I don't know. But then we also signed Kyle Smith, £60,000 to £90,000. I think he's much better than his star rating says, and he is our main choice for our wing back now. Elliot Moore also joins us as another centre back, just through transfer, and Harvey Bunker, also another centre back DM, comes in on a loan transfer from Charlton. So yeah, hopefully these players will be good. However, the results have not been too kind. So in pre-season we lost to Charlton and Sheffield United before being against Swindon and Barnet. And then it comes to competitive matches, we lost to Mansfield, beat Colchester in the first round of the FL Cup, lost to Wigan, drew with Blackpool, lost QPR, lost to Wickham in the FL Cup second round, lost to Oxford, lost to Chelsea under-21s, lost to Chesterfield and lost to Reading. So far we're all the way down as worst team in the league, minus 15 goal difference, 1 point to our name. Yeah, it is an abysmal start to the season, and club atmosphere is very poor so far, and already Sam Ling is already unhappy. He's been with us since the start of the save. He's not going to be playing much this year, I reckon, but yeah, he is unhappy he's listed, and he wants to leave now even more because of the poor dressing room atmosphere. Yeah, hopefully this gets better later on in the season. So a quick look at the rest of the games in 2028 for Uruguay. We lost Colombia, beat Chile and Ecuador, lost Bolivia, beat Paraguay and Peru. So a bit mixed bag, really, losing to the easy sides and beating the good sides. So yeah, a bit difficult there. However, we are still in second place in the qualifications for the World Cup. And yeah, it looks like we're going to qualify quite easily, really, unless it's going to be a traumatic, horrible end of last few games. Even then, I don't think we can. I think we can lose every single game left and still qualify. I don't know. But yeah, results have been going better. So since last time, which was a Reading loss, I believe, or Chesterfield, we then drew with Peterborough, lost to Huddersfield. But then it went around. Suddenly, a win against Stevenage made us get good all of a sudden, and we won against Walsall, won against Leighton Orient, we won against Salford and Tranmere and Lincoln. Then however it went a bit bad, lost to MK Dons, lost to Cambridge and lost to Wrexham. Then it got better again, beat Bristol Rovers, beat Exeter, beat Stockport and beat Portsmouth before losing to QPR in the AFL Trophy second section second round. Then it went awful again with a loss to Wickham, but then brilliant, beating Sheffield Wednesday, Burton, Huddersfield, Coventry, Stevenage, Salford and Leighton Orient. And currently we're in 6th place. So after 1 point in the first few games, how many games was it where we only had 1 point? 8 games and we only had 2 points. And now 27 games, we have 47. So yeah, it's just been a crazy rise all of a sudden, from being last place for a long time to now being in the playoffs. It's just crazy. So the transfers in January. First off, Riviere Stout was loaned out to Braintree. Then we also loaned out George King to Woking. Then we sold Sam Ling to Darlington for £10,000 rather than to just under 12. We also loaned out Sam List, Hampton, Richmond Borough. And then people that joined Prince Kempyong actually joined us permanently. He was that good a player. I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm going to sign you permanently. And so he signed for £100,000 rather than 175. I think 75,000 is like, if he gets international money, it goes up. If he gets international appearances, it goes up. If he gets goals, it goes up. If he gets appearances, it goes up. So things he probably would never get. But yeah, it's a good deal for us. And then Harvey Bunker was recalled because he was not playing enough. So we then went in for Dan Barcia, which was down football, mind you. But he comes in as probably our best player, as a left back, centre back. Yeah, the results for January weren't as good. So after the Leyton Orient match, we beat Lincoln, drew with Burton, lost to Oxford, drew with Tranmere, beat Reading, drew with Peterborough, and lost from Gid Dons. So we dropped down a bit in terms of trying to get to the top 2, but we're still in the playoffs in 6th place. 2 points ahead of 7th place MK Dons, 4 points behind 5th place QPR. So the only 2 games in 2029 for Uruguay were a loss to Argentina, which was complete thrashing to be fair, but we did beat Venezuela, and so yeah, we've qualified for the World Cup in the end in 2nd place. Still a couple of games left to go, I think, or 4 games, but yeah, we are happily qualified for the World Cup, and hopefully that'll be a better turnout than the Copa America last time. But yeah, the results for the end of the season for Dagenham Redbridge. So after the loss to MK Dons, we beat Chesterfield, drew with Wrexham, beat Bristol Rovers, beat Stockport, drew with Wigan, beat Mansfield, lost to Blackpool. Then we drew with Coventry, beat Wycombe, beat QPR, drew with Portsmouth, and beat Sheffield Wednesday. And then in the semi-final of the playoffs, because we did get into the semi-finals, we lost to Wigan in the first leg, beat them at home, away from home in the second leg, but ended up losing 2-1 on aggregate, which is disappointing. In the end, Wigan do go up as playoff winners, and we ended up finishing 6th in the end, 81 points, 5 away from 7th place Portsmouth, but 3 points away from 5th place QPR, and 8 points away from Wigan, and 7 points away from Wigan, and 9 points away from 2nd place Reading. So we were nowhere near good enough for promotion, but hopefully next year that can be rectified, and next year we can maybe even get promotion, who knows. But yeah, if we look at the best players, so if we go by appearances, the most appearanced player was Ilias Poulas, who's our goalkeeper who comes in from the youth academy. I don't know if I've talked about him before. And then it was Lukic, another player from the youth academy. And then it's Nikola Tavares, who's been with us since National League days. Ollie Eagle also had a load of appearances along with Al Kempong and Carl Smith. And then goals, most goals with 14 was Lukic. Ronnie Stutter got 10 in the end, which was good for him. Simeon Knight got 9, another youth academy player. James McKeown only got 7, unfortunately, but he wasn't recalled. But yeah, I don't know whether it's because his role wasn't suited to his best role and what role he had been these past 2 years when he had been on loan with us, or if it had been because he just can't make the step up to League One. I don't know. But yeah, he got 7. Wooster got 7 and Vickers got 7. Assists, 12 for Akampong, 11 for Nye and 11 for Smith, and then 6 for Lukic, Farrell Brown, and Ezra Carrington. Clean sheets in the end, Ilias Poulas got 22 and Kovacevic got 3. Average rating, the ones over a 7 were Matthew Richards, who didn't play many times to be fair. Keenan Vickers did well when he did play. He was injured for most of the season, mind you. Prince Akampong got another good rating. He was the only one that played a lot that got the highest average rating, really. Simeon Knight got a really good rating. Ezra Carrington got a good rating. Ugos Lukic got a good rating. Galassi got a good rating. Carl Smith got a good rating. He played quite a lot as well. Elias Pilas got a good rating, and so did Zach Emerson. So yeah, we can improve in places. We can maybe get rid of some of the players that aren't really needed. I don't know where or how we could sell them. In terms of people that are leaving at the end of the year, I don't think we're renewing Harry Cornick, James Berry or Cohen Bramwell's contracts. And I don't think we can get Bossier back on loan. And James McKeown, I don't think we'll even be trying to buy because of the season he had this year. His season's average ratings and past last 5 games have been awful. So I don't think he justifies getting into our squad again. So yeah, he will not be joining us again unless we get relegated, and then he will. But I doubt we'll get relegated now. But yeah, that is enough for this episode. So if you have enjoyed it, give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel as well for more FM24 content videos. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell as well for mobile notifications and all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Hex, San Gal. Bye everybody.